There comes a moment in life when you stand at a crossroads, a place between what you dream of and what you've experienced. A moment where your back is against the wall and everything inside you whispers, "You can't do it." It's in that moment, right there, that you must look yourself in the mirror and say, "It's possible." Because the greatest battle you'll ever fight won't be with the world around you. It'll be with the voice inside that says you can. When you believe something is possible, you awaken a power within you that has been asleep for years. You open the door to a strength that's been waiting for your permission to act. Most people never give themselves that permission. They walk around defeated before the fight begins. They talk themselves out of their destiny before life ever gets the chance to test them. But those who rise, those who achieve, those who make the impossible happen, they're not the smartest or the most talented. They're the ones who decided, against all odds, that it's possible. You might have been born into struggle. You might have come from nothing. You might have been told your whole life that you're not good enough, that you don't have what it takes, that you should settle for less. But I'm here to tell you, where you start doesn't determine where you finish. You may be broke, but you're not broken. You may be tired, but you're not done. You may be overlooked, but you're not invisible. As long as there's breath in your lungs and fire in your heart, it's possible for you to rise again. People will laugh at you when you start dreaming big. They'll say you're unrealistic. They'll call you crazy. They'll tell you to be practical. But they don't see what you see. They don't feel the fire that burns inside you. You can't let their disbelief infect your purpose. The moment you start believing in yourself, you'll see the world differently. Doors that were once closed will start to crack open. Paths that seemed impossible will begin to unfold before your feet. But it begins with you saying those two powerful words, "It's possible." Maybe you've failed before. Maybe you tried and fell flat on your face. Maybe you've been hurt, betrayed, rejected, or abandoned. And now every time you think about trying again, your mind reminds you of that pain. But failure isn't the opposite of success. It's a part of it. Every champion has scars. Every victor has stories of defeat. You cannot climb without slipping. You cannot grow without breaking. You cannot win without losing something along the way. The question isn't, will I fall? The question is, will I get back up? Because when you rise, despite the pains, despite the fear, despite the doubt, you are proving that it's possible. Sometimes life will test you so hard that you'll question everything. You'll question your worth, your purpose, your reason for even waking up. You'll feel like you're surrounded by darkness, searching for a light that doesn't seem to exist. But let me tell you, even the smallest spark can shatter the darkest night. You are that spark. You have something special inside you that the world needs to see. Don't you dare let the storm convince you that the sun won't rise again. It will. And when it does, you'll see that everything you went through was not meant to destroy you. It was meant to prepare you. I've seen people come from the lowest places imaginable and rise to greatness. I've seen single mothers build empires. I've seen people who were told they'd never walk again stand on their feet and run marathons. I've seen kids from broken homes become leaders who change nations. They all had one thing in common. They refused to give up. They kept saying, "It's possible." They kept believing, even when believing didn't make sense. And that belief became a bridge from where they were to where they dreamed to be. There's something powerful about a made-up mind. When you decide, truly decide, that you will not quit, that you will not surrender, that you will not be average, the universe shifts. Opportunities you never imagined will find you. People who can help you will appear in your paths, but they won't come to the hesitant. They come to the committed. Commitment means saying, I will keep going even if it hurts, even if I fail, even if nobody believes in me. Because the truth is, if you don't believe in you, no one else will. If you don't fight for your dream, no one else will. If you don't give yourself permission to succeed, no one else can. Every dream you have, every vision that burns in your heart was placed there for a reason. It's not random. It's not an accident. The Creator doesn't make mistakes. That dream is your assignment. It's your calling. But dreams without action die as fantasies. You have to put in the work. You have to sweat for it, cry for it, sacrifice for it. You have to stay up late when everyone else is sleeping. You have to study when everyone else is partying. You have to keep going when the world tells you to stop. Because nothing worthwhile comes easy. You can't wish your way to success. You have to will it into existence. People often say, I'll believe it when I see it. But that's not how greatness works. You have to see it before you believe it. You have to visualize the life you want, feel it, taste it, act like it's already yours, and then work toward it every single day. That's what faith is. The ability to see the invisible, to believe in the intangible, to expect the impossible. When you live with that kind of faith, the impossible starts to bow to your persistence. You may not have the money right now. You may not have the education. You may not have the right people around you. But you do have one thing that can change everything. Determination. Determination breaks barriers. Determination rewrites stories. Determination turns I can't into I did. And when that determination is fueled by belief, there's no limit to what you can achieve. You might have to take small steps. You might stumble. You might crawl. But as long as you don't stop, you're still moving forward. The road may be long, but the destination is real. It's possible. Life is not fair. It never has been, and it never will be. Some people will start ahead of you. Some will have more resources, more connections, more advantages. But that doesn't mean you can't win. The race is not always to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, but to those who endure to the end. You can make up for what you lack in talent with discipline. You can make up for what you lack in experience with persistence. You can make up for what you lack in support with faith, because persistence beats resistance every single time. There will be seasons where it feels like everything is against you, where every door you knock on stays closed, where every prayer feels unanswered. But sometimes the delay is divine. Sometimes you're being shaped, molded, prepared for something bigger than you can imagine. You're not being denied, you're being developed. The pressure you feel is not punishment, it's preparation. Diamonds are formed under pressure. Stars are born in darkness, and warriors are forged in struggle. Don't curse your struggle, thank it. Because it's teaching you strength. You'll one day need to carry your success. You've got to talk to yourself differently. You've got to stop repeating the words that kill your confidence. Stop saying, I can't. Stop saying, I'm not enough. Stop saying late. Start saying, I will. Start saying, I can. Start saying, it's possible. Your words create your world. The language you use either limits you or liberates you. Speak life over yourself. Speak victory over your future. Speak faith over your fears. Because if you keep feeding your doubts, your dreams will starve. But if you feed your faith, your doubts will die of hunger. Sometimes you have to walk alone. Sometimes the people closest to you won't understand your visions. They'll tell you to slow down, to settle down, to be satisfied. But you weren't made for mediocrity. You weren't designed to blend in. You were created to stand out. And standing out means being misunderstood. It means being judged. It means walking through the valley before you reach the mountains. But remember, the valley is where you grow. The valley is where your faith is tested. The valley is where you build the muscle to carry your dream to the top. So don't despise the valley. Embrace it. Because it's proof that you're on your way somewhere. There will be times you'll feel like quitting. Times you'll cry yourself to sleep. Times you'll wonder if all the effort is even worth it. But deep down, there's a voice that won't let you quit. That voice is the whisper of destiny. It's the reminder that you were born for more. It's the sound of your purpose calling your name. You owe it to yourself to answer that call. You owe it to the people who believed in you. You owe it to the generations that will come after you. Somebody's waiting on your courage. Somebody's waiting on your success. Somebody's waiting to see you make it, so they'll believe they can too. That's why you can't give up. You're not just fighting for yourself. You're fighting for everyone who will be inspired by your story. You don't have to know how it's going to happen. You just have to know that it will. You don't have to see the full staircase. You just have to take the first step. You don't have to be fearless. Just brave enough to move despite the fear. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's acting in spite of it. Every time you take a step in faith, every time you do something that scares you, Every time you push beyond your comfort zone, you grow stronger. You begin to see that the limits you thought existed were never real. They were illusions built by fear. Don't wait for everything to be perfect. It never will be. Start where you are with what you have. Take the small steps. Do what you can today, and do it with excellence. Because excellence attracts opportunities. Success doesn't come to those who wait. It comes to those who work. You can't build a future on excuses. Excuses are the bricks of failure. But effort, persistence, and faith, those are the tools of champions. You are more powerful than you realize. The same strength that built mountains, that carved rivers, that painted the stars, that same power lives inside you. It's in your breath, in your heartbeat, in your mind. You were created with potential beyond measure. But potential means nothing if it stays buried. You have to activate it. You have to awaken it. You have to use it. Because the tragedy of life is not death. It's to live without purpose. It's to die with your dreams still trapped inside you. Don't let that be your story. Live full. De-empty. You're going to have to believe in yourself, even when no one else does. You're going to have to encourage yourself when there's no applause. You're going to have to keep walking when you can't see the finish line. But every step you take in faith brings you closer to your promise. Every tear you shed waters the seed of your dream. Every pain you endure becomes part of your power. And one day, you'll look back and realize it was all worth it. When that day comes, when you've climbed the mountain that once looked impossible, when you're standing in the place you used to dream about, you'll understand why you had to go through what you went through. You'll understand why it took so long, why it hurt so much, why it almost broke you. Because it had to shape you into the person who could handle the blessings. You'll realize that the struggle wasn't there to stop you. It was there to strengthen you. So wherever you are right now, no matter how dark, how lonely, how painful, don't give up. Don't stop believing. Don't stop dreaming. Keep fighting. Keep pushing. Keep declaring to yourself and to the world, it's possible. Because you can rise from the ashes. You can rebuild your life. You can achieve greatness. You can make your dreams real. You can become everything you were created to be. It's possible. And one day, someone will look at you and say, if they could do it, so can I. And that will be your legacy, proof that belief, persistence, and faith can move mountains. The same words that carried you through your darkest days will carry someone else through theirs. You'll be the evidence that it's not just a phrase. It's the truth. It's possible. Your past does not define who you are. It only reminds you of where you've been. Too many people allow the shadows of yesterday to cloud the light of today. They keep replaying old memories, reliving old mistakes, and rehearsing old pain until the weight of it buries their future. But your past was never meant to be a prison. It was meant to be a classroom. Every disappointment, every heartbreak, Every wrong turn was teaching you something about strength, resilience, and faith. You can't start the next chapter of your life if you're still reading the last one. Let go of what didn't work. Release who hurt you. And stop trying to fix what was never meant to stay. The past gave you lessons, not limits. It shaped you, but it doesn't own you. You're not what happened to you. You're what you choose to become. So lift your eyes from the ruins of yesterday and fix them on the horizon ahead. There's more inside you than the pain behind you. You are not a victim of your history. You are the author of your destiny. Every scar you carry is proof that you survived something that tried to destroy you. And that survival means there's still purpose in your breath. Don't let your past chain you. Let it challenge you. Don't let it confine you. Let it refine you. The moment you stop living in it and start learning from it, you begin to rise beyond it. You have the power to take what once broke you and use it to build you. Your story isn't over because your past was hard. It's just getting started. And the best part is still unwritten. The human mind is a battlefield between what is and what could be. Most people never step into their potential because they stop believing before they even start. Your circumstances, they see the size of the mountain and convince themselves it cannot be climbed. But belief is the ignition switch that turns on the power of possibilities. The moment you believe something is possible, everything begins to shift. Your words change. Your energy changes, your body language changes. And even the people you attract start to change. The world begins to respond to your new vibration because belief carries a frequency, a force that draws opportunity toward it. You can't fake belief. It's not something you say, it's something you feel in your bones. It's that inner conviction that whispers, I can make this happen. Even when you have no proof. When you start to believe, you see doors that others overlook. And you find strength in places where others only see weakness. When you walk with belief, life starts to mirror that confidence back to you. It's like the universe says, finally, they know who they are. You start to notice that the same situation that once broke you no longer controls you. The same problem that once scared you now challenges you. Belief changes perception, and perception changes everything. Two people can look at the same situation. One sees defeat, the other sees destiny. The difference isn't what they see, it's what they believe. Belief allows you to interpret pain as preparation, not punishment. It turns obstacles into opportunities and wounds into wisdom. When you believe it's possible, you stop asking, why me? And start saying, try me. Most people think they need evidence before they can believe. But the truth is, belief itself creates the evidence. When you start moving in faith, when you start acting like your dream is already within reach, things begin to align. Resources appear. People show up. Ideas flow. Belief is the spark that wakes up creativity. It gives your vision permission to live. Without belief, even the best plan fails. With belief, even a broken plan can win. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to believe it's possible. The how will reveal itself along the way. It's like driving through the night with your headlights on. You can only see a few